Okay, because you asked, all of my favorite drugstore products from all the different brands, including drugstore brushes, okay? So let's do some soft glam and I will show you what my favorite product is in each category of the face. And I think we should do this once a quarter because this is fun and I'm always changing it up. But today, these are my current drugstore favorites and I'm glad you're here. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I come from the Hollywood industry and I saw a real need for mature beauty content back in 2020. And so I created the Mature Makeup Masterclass, and you can always go into description, just click the title of today's video, the description box drops down and you can find the link and you should go and watch the intro because it's only 1 minute and 45 seconds and I really break down what the masterclass is. As of right now, it's 23 videos on mature technique, all of them under 20 minutes, and they're yours for life. But they stay on my Teachable platform website, so you can access them the rest of your days, but they stay on Teachable. They're not downloadable. Okay, and there's no yearly membership. I have been asked by quite a few people now in comments here on YouTube to do my favorite drugstore products and create a whole look using my very favorite. Now, this could change every 3 months, but as of right now, it is March, I don't know what, first week of March, 7th, 8th. We are gonna do my current favorites from the drugstore. Usually for me, drugstore is the whole drugstore section at Ulta, or I love Walgreens and I love CVS. So that is where I shop. And some are more recent because I just did a Revlon video last week, which y'all, Revlon blew me away. I'm really impressed with Revlon. So I'm gonna use some Revlon today just because it's new to me and I really love it. But I have a whole tray full here of all different types of all my favorites. So we are gonna get just started. And I'm gonna do kind of a soft glam look. So for some of you, this would be appropriate for evening. For some of you, it would be more of a fun daytime look, but you might go heavier for night, and that's okay too. You can always do that. First of all, if anyone knows anyone at Diet Dr. Pepper, I need them to sponsor me. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want to go in with this little rock. This is what, I don't know what it's called, multi-complexion stick. It's got like vitamin C. Anyway, I like to put it under the eyes before I put any type of eye makeup because it just kind of preps that under eye so that we're not dry. Now, I skin prepped hours ago and I usually like to skin prep right when I do makeup, but I have on today all my skincare, but then I wanted to use an e.l.f. product. And this, look at this glowy, gorgeous, look at this. This, what? It's crazy. It is an SPF 30. It is super glowy. I love this. I think it's about $11. Maybe it's $15. I don't know. I love it. Now, towards summer, I think what I would do on some days is do this with these Pacifica bronze drops, maybe add just a couple drops and then, you know, but I'm so pale on my neck right now. I didn't want to go tan on my face, but this is a great combo together, okay? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do brows because we have nice dry skin. So let's make sure that we can get that, brow pencil and brow product to stick. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite powders in the drugstore. It's NYX High Def. You can get this in loose. You can get it in pressed. I'm using this great little e.l.f. brush, just tapping a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of go in and lightly tap my eyebrows so that there's no product in them and I'm getting out any moisture on the skin so that my pencils can work. Now, my favorite pencil for many years is the Maybelline Ultra Thin Express Brows. I absolutely love this pencil. So I'm gonna use this, oops, real close up. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of colors though. I don't know, when I moved, I misplaced a lot of my drugstore makeup. You might have noticed my video looks a little different today too, and that's because I normally shoot YouTube between the hours of 11 and 2 p.m. and right now it's 5:40. So the sun is going down, but my family's going to a hockey game, and I just thought, oh, what a great time to have the house kind of to myself. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit in the outer, just a little bit. This is kind of a dark pencil. This is the soft brown. Normally I would do blonde. It's a little dark for me, but these are my favorite brow pencils, the Maybelline. But then I found this NYX one, and many of you told me about NYX, and I never really loved NYX because I didn't love their blonde color. There's a lot of drugstore products that just are not pretty in the blonde category. And that's why I've always really loved Anastasia or Benefit. Benefit and Anastasia make beautiful blonde brow products. But see how I added a little bit of Auburn? This is Auburn. And I love it because it warms up my brow because, you know, my hair color is warmer than it used to be. I'm really loving my warmer hair, and in about 2 weeks, I am gonna go a little bit warmer. Just, I wanna see a little bit more red tone in my hair and a little more gold. I'm really excited for that. I just bought a beautiful gown. I have a big gala, big award ceremony in September. I know that's so far away, but there's a lot of pressure to look good. And if I get a dress now, then, you know, perhaps it's not a dress someone else is also viewing. And so, you know, out of thousands and thousands of women, you know, hopefully I'll look a little bit more unique, because I have a dress that's it's sold out. It's gone. They're not bringing it back. It's a Halston. And you know how designers are. Once they sell out, it's just gone. You hear Tate trying to get my attention. So I'm super excited. It just showed up. I tried it on real quick. It might be one of the most beautiful gowns I've ever owned, and it makes me feel like a goddess. And it also makes me feel like a Hollywood movie star. Okay, look at that. Look at that with my hair color. So pretty. And then by brushing it a lot right here, we kind of soften it. We never want to be too dark. You want a really soft brow. Okay, so there we are. And you know, I rarely do my brows on camera because I think they're boring and they take time, but too many of you have told me that you really love it. Okay, so next product, next up, we're gonna start with Complexion. Lots of times I do eyes next, but you know what, we're just gonna go straight to Complexion. And last week in the Revlon video, I used this Serum tint, and I'm gonna use it right now because then I can use less foundation. And I am using a little foundation today because many of you love foundation, and I am totally on board with that. I think the reason I'm so blown away by this Revlon is, you know what do I always say? You have to go a little bit darker through the center of the face because we, you know, if we go too light, it can show texture. And I feel like this is light. I mean, it's literally called 213. I think it's called Light Natural 213. And yet it's beautiful on the skin, and it doesn't show pores. It doesn't show texture. And I think I was really kind of shocked by that. I just was, you know, I was at the Ulta. I never look at Revlon. I was at Ulta one day and I was in the checkout line, and I saw this big display of this new Serum tint by Revlon, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to try that. And because I loved it so much, that's when I decided to go get more Revlon products. So I've worn this now for about a week and a half, and I love it. It is so beautiful. And you see how it really evened me out, so that I need very, very little foundation. Remember, you guys asked me what my favorite drugstore products are for the whole face. So I'm gonna have to go with this as like an everyday evening out skin tint. I really, really love it. I'll tell you what though, my hands are filthy. And so I'm going to, oh shoot. I need to clean my hands with a makeup wipe. Because the one thing is they really, really get your hands really, really dirty. And then I'm gonna look in a makeup mirror, close-up mirror, and really see how this looks and make sure it's really blended. Now the difference today is I had to wear these lashes to match a video I did a week ago for a hair color company. They asked for some edits and I'm like, uh-oh, I gotta match. So I had to put these Lilac Street back on exactly how I had them last week. So I'm not going to be able to do mascara today, but I will show you a picture when I come to the mascara of the Revlon, because it might be one of my favorite mascaras in the drugstore. Okay, I'm looking at this nice and close up. It's not in my pores. It's blended in. It's not sitting on top of my face. It looks like it just kind of became one with the skin. I don't go under the eyes with it really, but if it's kind of up to the eyes, I'll kind of blend it up. And there's no demarcation line. It's just really beautiful. I mean, look at that. I really don't even need foundation, but I'm gonna do a tiny bit of my favorite drugstore foundation because you asked. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so moving on. Now we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do this. I love it. I'm so glowy right now. I kind of wanted to do this e.l.f. I love this e.l.f. If you don't have this, I'm sure most of you do, but it's their Halo Glow, and this was number, all right, where's my friend Jen gave me magnifying glasses or a magnifying mirror. I have no idea. Let's see. Where's my magnifying mirror? These showed up the other day and I'm like, oh, I forgot I ordered those. I didn't order these. My friend Jen sent them. She's like, did you get my magnifying mirrors? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. But I thought, look at that. Look, oh my gosh, y'all. This is shade number 1 Fair. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jen. I'll keep it here at all times. Okay, so I wanted to wear this, but look, I'm so glowy. I'm so glowy from the e.l.f. SPF, wherever that is. And then this Revlon skin tint, and it is called Illuminance. So there is some illuminating in there. So I don't need this. We'll see later if I decide to put a little bit on. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to take the littlest bit of this because when I did Milani in January, I was so impressed with this and it was so, so, so pretty. So I'm just going to do the tiniest pump on the back of my hand. This is the Conceal and Perfect. And when I tell you that I felt high-end luxury looking all day, and this is shade 2 Natural. And I'm going to take a stippling brush. By the way, all brushes today are drugstore brushes, okay? So this was a little e.l.f. brush that I used for powder. It's called their Putty Bronzer brush, but I love it because it's small and it's angled, and we'll bring it back. But I'm gonna take this stippling brush because do you see how the shorter bristles are dark and the white ones are longer and they're more fluffy. So I'm gonna take the tiniest bit and I'm really gonna get it in there. It's called priming the brush. New term to me. Katie Jane Hughes does this. I gotta be honest, I've never seen that in all my days. But I love Katie Jane Hughes. She's a great makeup artist. So I really would only just need it through the middle of the face. Maybe out here where I have a little bit of some green veins. A tiny bit. But very little because we let that Revlon underneath do all the work. have a little bit of some sunspots. That's it. That's all I need. That's it. That's it for perfect complexion. Now, it can also go under the eyes. So let's use it with a different brush. Now, I also have the, this says you can conceal and perfect with it, and it's a foundation, but I also have their beautiful, beautiful conceal and perfect foundation, concealer. And I'm gonna use that with this beautiful Well People brush. I love this Well People brush. It's about 20 bucks and it's fluffy, but kind of stiff, but also kind of flexible. And I love it. It's such a great brush. I use it all the time for concealer. Even when I'm doing concealer videos on TikTok, I use this brush a lot. I just love how it can fit right in under the eyes. Let's get real close. Okay, so you can see a little bit of discoloration. Do you see all this color under my lashes? I'm leaving it. I love it. It's kind of reddish, but we're gonna put a pencil over it or some shadow over it anyway. But why create a layer of concealer way under here that's gonna crease and then just put eye makeup on top of that? So I just avoid that. So here, we're gonna prime the brush. So we're really gonna work this concealer, and oh, let me tell you what concealer number I am. I am number 120, light vanilla 120. Okay, and I'm priming that brush. I'm really working it into the brush, and the great thing is I'm just gonna go where I'm dark. And then a little bit out here. Do you see those dents in my nose just from glasses? It's not from today, it's just from years of wearing readers. Okay, and then I'm really gonna prime that brush, really get it in there. Do you see how little I'm using? One, it really helped that I put this rock stick under my eyes because it made everything glide and made it hydrated. And now this product is gonna go right on top and it's gonna blend so much easier. That's the nice thing. About putting a product under the eye a few minutes before you put any concealer on, because now it's gonna blend in together and make it really pretty. Okay, look at that. Look at that under the eyes. Look at that. Hydrated, really nice. Now some of you could take the tiniest bit of powder. I don't like powder under my eyes, it's just a personal choice. But you could take the tiniest bit of powder and using, oops, I don't really recommend one of these because it puts powder on too thick. Unless you're super oily, go for it. But you could take, watch, just tap, tap, just barely, and then watch, okay? You could go in and just right where you crease, you could put the tiniest bit of powder. I'm doing this for you. I'm taking one for the team. I don't like powder under my eyes, but I'm just going right in that little kind of triangle section. And then maybe a tiny bit out here where we can crease. Maybe a tiny bit around the nose. Maybe a tiny bit right here. But we'll see how it all looks in the end and we can powder strategically, okay? All right, so I think the complexion looks great, honestly, with my lashes and my brows on. I could just throw on a little tinted lip balm and I would feel really cute for going out for errands like this. Okay, let's do eyes. I love this Milani eye primer, but I'm not going to use it today because I'm going to use this little e.l.f. No Budge Cream eyeshadow. Hold on. When I did the e.l.f. video, I put this on and some people didn't like it. They thought it was just too colorful, too peachy. And I would say, true, but hear me out. My hair is warmer and I really feel like I can pull this off now. So I'm gonna do a tiny bit. I love putting makeup on with my fingers. I don't know, let me know in comments if you love putting makeup on with your fingers, but to me, it just feels how I did, it's how we all did our makeup in the 80s and 90s. I mean, yeah, we used applicators. Yeah, in the early 90s, I started using brushes. Look at that, that's just really warm and pretty. I feel like when I wore it last time, I had different coloring and a lot of people didn't like this color on me. And again, not everyone can wear peach. So who is this for? This would be great if you are in the spring category. If you're in the autumn category, you could wear this. But if you are more summer or winter, you could definitely get their other one. They have one called Bare or Nude. I think it's called Nude. Although they make different colors now. You could go with something taupey. But I just really love how easy it is to put on with your finger. I love to do eye makeup with my fingers. I don't know, I just love it. Okay, look at that. I mean, I could go out just like that, but we're not gonna leave it there. We are not, because when I was doing the Milani video, I fell in love with these gorgeous pencils, these chubby pencils. I fell in love with them. So let's see. I'm gonna do this light color right in that inner corner. And it's not super disco-y sparkly. It's kind of a champagne. So it's very pretty on that inner corner, and you don't have to worry about it being too light. I really love that. That is in shade. What does that say? Where's my... That is, oh, shade Sand, 03, shade Sand, right on that inner eye. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this, the brown, and I'm just gonna go in the outer corners, and then we're gonna smudge it over in a minute. I just love big chunky pencils because I think they just go on so easy. And look at how that made my eyes look bigger. And then I just kind of take my finger and kind of blend it in. And this is why I don't put concealer up under the lashes. Why put layers and layers of products in an area that creases? Look at that, isn't that great? And it's just soft and just kind of easily does all the work for you. Now I'm also gonna take a little bit on my outer eye, like that, a little bit. I like easy makeup. I like to look pretty, but I like it to be easy. And then I'm gonna take this little brush. This is by a company called Eco Tools. You can find Eco Tools still in some drugstores. I wonder if they're still in Ulta. Let me know. That they always had like really nice like bamboo bristle, not bristles, bamboo what am I trying to say? I don't even know. Okay, you see that? How fast and easy was that? I know you can do that. How fast and easy. Now look, I'm gonna do it here. Do you see how I'm doing that? Tell me that. Now you might be able to blend that with your finger, but I feel like with my lilac street lashes, they're kind of in the way. And I apologize that I'm wearing them, but I literally had to reshoot some scenes for that hair color ad today, so I had to have these on. And they're not easy to take off. I just put them on yesterday, 2 days ago. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. Smoky, pretty, not too dark. Okay, but then guess what happened? Then I fell in love with the Revlon pencils. Holy moly, are they good. So I remember I said, this is a weird brush for a, that looks like a lip brush. That's weird for eyes, but ooh, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna do this dark brown, and I'm gonna go on the upper eye, and then I like to wing it out. You don't have to, not everyone has to do a wing, but look at the difference. This still looks beautiful, but this looks a little bit deeper. But look at this. This is the coolest brush. I cannot believe how easy and how well that blends. And then once it sets, it sets. These are called long wearing pencils. So now I'm gonna come over here, and I kind of do it on the outer half of the eye. I'm not doing the whole eye. You could do the whole eye if you want. I have to be careful with eye makeup with these Lilac Street because they do tend to make it trickier to take your makeup off at night. So I'm not going too heavy crazy with eyeliner. Look at that. You could do that, right? I know you could. And then I always kind of tap just to soften all edges. Look at that. I love that. Do you love that? And then there is this Essence pencil. Don't sleep on Essence. Where is Essence? Is it in here? Here it is. This beautiful Essence called Stay and Play Gel Eyeliner. And we can go right in the waterline with it. Again, I have to be careful because I have these. But do you see my waterline here? And now it's dark. I just love pencils in the waterline. Now, not everyone can wear pencils in the waterline. That's okay. If you have really, really watery eyes, nothing's gonna stay in your waterline. There's not much you can do about that. I think my family's getting ready to leave. What time is it? Oh, they're still here for a while. Okay, I love that. Now I can even take, I love these e.l.f., Wet n Wild, any of these fun little guys. I love these eyeshadows, and surprisingly, they blend beautifully, but they stay on long. Oh, we got a truck here. This is gonna get loud. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of this beautiful sheer gold, and I'm just gonna go right in the center of my eyelid. That's it. Again, finger makeup right in the center. I mean, have I even used a brush on my eyes? No. I mean, maybe the Revlon brush. I love it. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this little guy, this little pencil. Everyone needs a pencil brush. Now, this is by Morphe. This is number 4. Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. M431. Okay, everyone needs a little, it's like it's called a pencil brush. And I might take this little shimmer here, and they'll go kind of on the inner eye. And see how that lightens that up? That's pretty. Yeah, this has nice sparkle. I'm gonna go right in that inner corner. Oh my gosh. Am I getting cute for no reason? My family's going out. That looks so cute. Some of this I can put, if anything is Morphe or if anything's from Ulta, I can tag the products, and you can just click on tagged products and it'll show you how to order them through Ulta. But any of this you can order at Target, you can order, you can walk into Walgreens, you can walk into CVS. Like, you don't have to use my shopping links, but so many people ask for my shopping links that that's why I provide them. Okay, so hold on, I'll be right back. Let me say bye to my family. Okay, time to add some bronzer. Just not so much for bronzy warmth, but I just like it because I have a 5 head. So to me, it gives me a little more dimension. I love this Milani, and I might use this more in the summer. It's really, really sheer, if you can see it right up here. But I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. Putty bronzer because I feel like it's more versatile for more people. And I'm gonna go in with its intended brush, which is the Putty bronzer brush. And let's see what color this is. It says Bronzant Day Trip. Oh my gosh, it's microscopic. It's called Day Trip. So I'm gonna take a little bit, swirling it around. Let me see. I like a little bronzer on my nose. I just do. I put a little bit down here. Fits perfectly. Hold on. Okay. There we go. See that? And I'm gonna push it up into my hairline, because if you don't push bronzer or contour into your hairline, you're just gonna see like a stripe between the bronzer and your scalp, okay? So do you see the difference? Like, do you see there's some dimension? It kind of makes me look like my forehead's going back as opposed to this side. It's not right or wrong. You might prefer this side, but excuse me, sir, come over here. Come over here. So I just really like it on the top of my forehead. Remember, we don't go into the temples because that's gonna hollow us out and make us look too sunken in right there. See it at the top? It gives me just that little bit of warmth, and it makes me feel good. And then I'm gonna take a little bit on my cheekbone, like on it, but slightly lower. And I'm gonna tell you, this really blends well. This is a great little brush. No, sir, come here. Okay, look at that. Day Trip. Day Trip. Thank you, Jen. Now I can actually read the labels. Who knew that this whole time e.l.f. had names? Who knew? I mean, it's like microscopic. It's like the size of an ant leg. Okay, there we go. Nice. See? Warmth, contour. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Okay. Whatever left over, we can do a little bit. Remember, this could be daytime makeup or soft glam nighttime, depending on how you feel about it. So what do we think about that? How do we feel about that combo? I think these together are like under 12 bucks. I'm telling you, e.l.f. is blowing me away. I keep telling my agency, I want to work with them. I want to work with them. I really love e.l.f. Okay. Here is the mascara. I'll tell you what, I'll show you a picture at the end, okay? At the end, this mascara is the Extensionaire. Now, everyone's talking about this over on TikTok, the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. It was nice. Maybe I just need to use it more. It was nice. Oh, maybe because I got it in brown. Did I get this in brown? Hold, please. Yep, I did. I bought it in deep brown. Okay, I'll have to go back and get black because everyone on TikTok's talking about this. I guess it's a tubing mascara. I don't know. I couldn't tell. But this was stunning. I loved this, and I like this brush better. I like a good old-fashioned fiber brush as opposed to like a silicone. Just me. Okay, now I love Milani cream blushes. Love them. Could not love them more. But here's the problem. Not all of you like cream blushes, especially if you're oily. You feel like this looks too slippy, too shiny. And so here's what I'm going to show you is I'm going to do one cheek in this, and I'm going to do, I always pounce it on your hand first too to get off any excess, but I'm going to do the Milani right here because I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. What's this one called? This is called Cheek Kiss in Coral Crush, okay? I love that. Now that I've changed my hair color, give me all the peaches, give me all the corals. I love it, okay? Love it. I like my blush right there. I like it a little in the apple, and I kind of stop right around here, almost like in a, think of it like an egg shape. I kind of like it in a little egg shape. If you like to take it up and high, that's totally your prerogative, but I don't like that look. I feel like it looks like the Golden Girls. Okay, then I have the same exact color in these new e.l.f. blushes, and this one is called, thanks, Jen. This one is called Coral Crush. Coral Crush. What's this one called? Coral Crush. e.l.f. Let's not be so blatant about copying. These are both Coral Crush. So this side's Milani and this side is e.l.f. And here's what I do. It's pigmented, okay? Put a little bit on the back of your hand. And so that it doesn't get in one spot on the brush, do this. I know it takes a little bit of work, but trust me, you're gonna pick it up and it is pigmented. So you can always pat it around to blend it in. Now remember, when you pat your skin, it's gonna look colorful and intense because you just brought blood to the surface. So pat it in, give it a couple minutes to set, and we'll see how it looks in a minute because we just tapped it, we brought blood to the surface. So that looks a little brighter than this, but I love them both. This has a tiny sheen, but this has more of a sheen because it's cream blush, okay? And I really love how that looks. And then I am so impressed with this Revlon pencil. Where's my Revlon pencil? Here it is. This didn't budge all day long. I wore it to a conference. It was a long day conference, and I wore it, and like even after eating, the pencil was on, you know, the lipstick wasn't, or the gloss or whatever. I'll tell you what this color is too. This is Revlon Color Stay Longwear Lip Pencil in Sienna. I love this color. It's really warm. Revlon. I'm so impressed with Revlon, and I'm so happy. It's a brand from my childhood. Okay, I also talked about my favorite mascara in, I think it was like high school transitioning to early college before I fell in love with bougie. I loved the Max Factor 2,000 calorie. I kept saying 1,000 calorie, and you're like, no, it was 2,000 calorie. I'm gonna find it. I am on the hunt. I will find it. I'll make sure it's sealed, and we're gonna try it. You know, technology's so different, but loved that mascara. And many, oh, do I need to shave? Many of you said, oh my gosh, I loved that mascara. Okay, do you see how this has calmed down now that the blood has left the surface of the skin? They almost look identical, but this is more dewy. So if you are dry, mature, I would go with Milani Coral Crush. And if you are normal to dry, normal to oily, you like your blush to look a little bit more radiant but not too glowy or too dewy, get the e.l.f. I think these are $6. Crazy. I bought them in 7 or 8 colors because I had to know. Okay, we have Sienna. My favorite lipstick in the drugstore is e.l.f. and it is Dirty Pillows by Jennifer Coolidge. I don't put it on too thick, but to me it's very Bridget Bardot. It's very Bridget Bardot and I love it. And it's a limited edition. I don't know if you can get it, but I will link it just in case. Or I think because it was such a hit, they might make it part of their permanent collection. But to me, look at that. That is just a peachy Bardot lip. So pretty. Freaking Jennifer Coolidge. We love her. Okay, I feel gorgeous with this blush. I don't need any more, so I'm going to take it off the back of my hand because I really love how this blush. I look so cute right now. I need to go somewhere. Where am I going to go? No, Tate. Tate doesn't care. He doesn't care that I feel and look cute. Okay, am I missing anything? I'm looking in here. I think I hit everything. So there you have it. Also, I wanted to say one more thing about, this is a great brush for eyeshadow too, but I just didn't need to do eyeshadow. But this is the Morphe 0511. So if you got yourself a pencil brush, a little blending brush, you know, you could really get some nice collection going out of good old Morphe. And then, this was a crown brush. So I always have a link for crown brushes. Gosh, I think over on Instagram. I don't know if I have them. I'll see if I can put the link here. But crown brushes, they make a huge majority of brushes in the world for other companies. And so crown brush, you can get brushes for like $5-6 and they're great. They're great brushes. Okay, so I think that's everything. These are all my favorites as of right now. How about I come back once a quarter maybe and talk about my very, very, very favorite drugstore, because I'm going to tell you, I almost can't keep up. I almost can't keep up with everything coming out to drugstore right now. It's really impressive. And there's no coincidence that my drugstore videos are doing better. They're outperforming all my other videos, and that's because you all love drugstore too, and you see the quality, and what you're saving on, what you're scrimping and saving on is the packaging is just cheap. But if the product is super good and long wearing, then who cares? Now, if this was not a really quality product, I would tell you. But I any of these looks that I've done, I've worn them 8 to 10 hours before I took them off. Today won't count because, you know, I'm doing this at night and I'm going to take my makeup off. Excuse me, sir. No. Now, if you want a powder, I like to go right around the nose where we have pores, just where we have pores. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you too, real quick. Setting spray. This is excellent. Make It Last setting spray, 16-hour, great drugstore setting spray by Milani. It has a great mist. So to me, this makes the makeup look one with the skin. Now, did you see how much I put on? People are shocked at how much. You have to put this much on. You have to really, I mean, you don't want your face dripping, but I feel like women do like one little mist or 2 little mists and they're like, okay, I did it. Nope. No, ma'am. You have to really mist the entire face. It needs to feel pretty damp. Not dripping, but pretty damp. And then when it dries, you're locked. You're locked and loaded. Oh my gosh, did we just create one of my favorite looks right here? Thanks to you guys. I get my best idea from you. And I love this community. I just cannot get over this community. You know, I even received a TikTok email that, you know, the government's trying to ban TikTok again. And a long time ago, that used to terrify me because I lived for TikTok. It's what really put me on the map. And it's where, you know, I get a lot of my brand deals. But my husband sent me another email today that TikTok might get shut down, and who knows if they ever will. But you know, the government's always trying to shut them down because they're owned by China. And I mean, okay, I'd be sad, you know, if they shut down TikTok. I'd be sad for a lot of my online friends who make money over there, but YouTube is my people. You are my tribe. This is our community. When we hit 100,000 here, that's a plaque and an award for all of us. I am not here for me. This is not the Michelle show. I am here because my demographic feels invisible and it breaks my heart. And I just want you to look forward to doing something really sweet for yourself every day. And that's putting your face on if you want. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. But if it helps you feel a little more confident, a little more cute, you know, cute hair always makes you feel cute too. I mean, cute outfit, cute shoes, it all helps just boost our mood. And when we're in a better mood, we can serve our family, we can serve our neighbors and friends, we can serve people in our community. I really think it makes such a difference, all because we feel a little bit cuter today. I know but there's a whole psychology to it. And you know there is. But, okay, he's settled down, so we're good now. Okay. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for the great ideas. Keep them coming. I love Drugstore. I love this series. It's been a challenge for me to find products that are as good as high end, and it's not really a challenge anymore. Every time I find something new, I bring it home and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So if you've tried something new, from the drugstore that maybe some of us don't even know about, let us know in comments, because we all want to try it. You know, we're all in this together, and we want to save each other money. You know, I don't want you buying a dud. I don't want to be buying a dud. So it helps all of us when we chime into comments and suggest things. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I want you to always know that I love you, that God loves you. And even though you might not believe in him, I promise you, he loves you, okay? I want you to feel that. I want you to feel just a big virtual hug from me. And not only from me, but from all of our Look Good Close-Up members. We are one big family, and y'all mean the world to me. I love you so much. I'm so tender-hearted towards all of you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for recommending me to your family and friends. Thank you for purchasing the Masterclass. I do not take it for granted. The fact that I get to wake up every day and do this for a living, I pinch myself. Now, I still miss going out and doing makeup too, so you're gonna see me doing that a little bit more. But also, I just don't want you to think I ever take it for granted. I love our community, okay? I think I've driven that home enough. Okay, see you next week. Bye for now.